Hi Capricorns, how are you? Welcome to your June life and love reading. Thanks for all your likes and your shares and your subscribes. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below. And then at the end of this reading, if you'd like to order or buy the extended reading, that link is also below. Okay, let's get started. Spirit and universe, what are the messages for Capricorns? Life and love in June 2019. Capricorns in June 2019. One more shuffle. Okay. I'm going to do the... Oh, hold on. Let me turn off my air conditioner. A little loud. I'm doing a 9-card spread with significators. So we'll pull the cards and then we'll do the significators and then we will get into it. Okay. What are the significators for each row for Capricorns 2019 in June? 2019 significators for Capricorns. Okay. This is the Witch's Tarot. Okay, bottom of the deck. We'll organize these cards in a minute. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles reversed. So, Knights refer to taking action. Knight of Pentacles is an earth energy card because in the tarot, earth is represented by pentacles. And so this has to do with preparedness. If you can see when he's upright, slowly approaching after a great deal of preparedness, ready to take action, fully ready. So when this is reversed, you may feel the urge right now, because we're in Gemini season, so you might feel the urge to take action, but you're not 100% sure of the motives behind it. Okay, the other person's motives, the scenario's motives, your motives, and because of that, you're not 100% feeling prepared. Now, that's even amplified here by the Magician reversed. The number one major arcana card where you're 100% ready to start a whole new phase. This card can have a very negative implication, meaning deceit, manipulation, in a very, very negative type of a meaning in this scenario. However, when it's next to this card, I think the intention is true, but you're just not ready to move forward with something yet. Okay. You're really not sure of the other side of it and how they are feeling. Now, when I talk about intention, your intention is solid. You want this to grow. You definitely want to manifest a great deal of success with this. But again, we're kind of waiting for what the other side is going to do, what the other side is going to say. Not necessarily waiting for signs and signals by any means, but there's a little fear associated with this moving forward because 9 of Cups reversed, you're not sure if this is going to really make all of your wishes come true. You're not sure if they are 100% on board. And if they were, you would know, and then you could take appropriate action moving forward. So a little bit of a stall this month, at least based on those cards. Now let's look at this. Keep these over here because these are the significators. Now in the extended, I'm just going to say we pull a ton of clarifiers and this table gets like full of cards and it looks really messy. So I try really hard to keep this as, there we go, as clean as possible and as organized as possible. Okay, center of the reading. Queen of Pentacles reversed. So again, this has to do with generosity, preparedness, building something for a long period of time so you can feel fully stable, so then you can give, then you can be available, then you feel like you have enough to offer. Again, you're not 100% sure. You might feel a little discombobulated this month, and I think a lot of this has to do with the other side, not necessarily you, because we know your intentions are true, we know your intentions are solid, but the question you're asking yourself is this the right move for me based on what they are doing? Let's talk about this first row. Two of Wands reversed, Page of Cups, Strength, clarified by the Knight of Cups reversed. So again, we've got another Knight reversed. They may not be fully showing you. You could be dealing with the water sign, water energy, sun, moon, rising, maybe Venus. They may not be showing you the emotions that you need, and that's why you might be a little skeptical. And this isn't bad, but there's a pause because you're kind of waiting for the official go-ahead from them, so then you can do this. Then you can feel this. Okay. All right. Now, if this were to turn upright, okay, you're getting the signs from them. Yes. A big yes. Not yet. You're needing more emotion from them. So let's look at this. Two of Wands reversed. If this were upright, you would be looking at the past, where you are in the present, and where you want to go in the future. And emotionally where you want to go in the future and where you want to take this into the future. I say emotionally because he's standing up high on a very stable structure, and the action, we're talking about action here because we're talking about fire energy, and emotions because he's looking out over a great bay or a sea. So we're talking about taking action in the emotional department. Okay, reversed. Again, back to this. You're needing something from them. They are not quite ready to fully show you. They might be talking about it here with the Page of Cups. They might be showing you camaraderie, lightheartedness, kind of surface level stuff, which is good. They're just not showing you all of the depth of their emotional stance with respect to this situation yet. So what's the message here? Slow down, wait and see, and then that's why the Strength card is here. The Strength card has to do with honing in your own personal strength. It also has to do with taming your inner demons. And demons, represented here by the lion, isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just she is in full control of this counterpart here. Okay, the lion is a great beast of the wild, and he could easily kill her. Okay, but she has tamed him. She has him under control. And so this has to do with your energy in this scenario. Keeping things at bay, letting things play out. And what I love about this reading for you Capricorns is you are like that anyway. You're very consistent, very solid, very firm in your placements of yourself. All right, so you don't really have a question about where you stand. Right now you're questioning where they stand. Let's move on to the second row. If you hear snoring, that's my pug. She likes to sit in here with me while I read. Again, Five of Wands, so very easily could be dealing with a water sign, fire sign, internal battle. And this speaks very clearly to you're questioning this whole scenario. What do I do? Should I do something? Do I leave? Do I go? Is there anything I could do that would make them show me more emotions or make me certain that this is the right move for us? Do I back off? Do I play coy? Do I just keep going and having a good time with them? Do I keep showing them I'm interested? Very uncertain here. Inner battle. Knight of Swords, an energy where you want to just swoop in, save the day. There's all these things, kind of these fantasies playing around in your head of all these different scenarios that you can control. I'm going to go in and tell them this. I'm going to show them this. I'm going to do this. So a little rash. This is what you're feeling. This is what you're thinking, because the swords in tarot represent our mind. Air signs are ruled by their mind and their thoughts and their ideas. So you're thinking very heavily about how you know what, this is kind of funny because I feel like this is a dating scenario for you. You may be in a relationship. You may be wanting to be in one. Regardless of that, you want to forge ahead and you're needing some go ahead from them, and you're kind of at play with your own self. If I did this, then maybe they'll do this, and if I told them this, then maybe they would show me. But you're stopping and you're pausing because you don't feel 100% ready to go. And I know I keep saying that, but with the Ace of Wands here and also next to the Six of Cups, I'm going to say this. This is going to take a great deal of strength on your part because the passion is flaring. This has to do with initiation, passion. This can be a phallic symbol, but reversed next to this Queen of Pentacles again. And this could be somebody from the past, maybe trying to revive something. You're waiting. You're waiting for them. Now, I know I'm kind of going through this very quickly, but this is pretty clear. We'll pull a lot of clarifiers that will offer a lot of insight, but for right now, you're ready, they're not. And if this is in a work situation or friendship or family scenario, same thing. You're just going to keep doing you. And this is part of it, right? This is part of your consistency. This is part of why you're always so successful in the end, why you always reach the top. It's like climbing. I just had a friend, actually somebody I'm kind of starting to date right now, an ex from a long, long time ago, but he just completed the PCT trail all the way from the Mexico border all the way up to Canada. And this is what this is talking about, that consistency. There were probably days when he wanted to just give up. He was uncertain if he could climb to the top of this mountain and go on to the next one and go on to the next one, and covering that whole entire mountain range. There were definitely moments of uncertainty, definitely moments of doubt, but strength persevered. And to continue on with the goal, whether he was set certain or not, right? Just keep going. This is why you always prevail, Capricorns. It's not immediate. It's not immediate gratification. It's not immediate wishes coming true. But you just keep going. And other people can't be as consistent. They have a really hard time being as consistent as you do. So you know, if you just hold your stance, let them figure out their stuff, right? Then all of a sudden, as time passes, because you're consistent, because you're clearly communicating, they could, and I don't want to say come around, right? But they could really move into this strong, certain place that you've been all along. And this very much could be a dating scenario because we have the Six of Cups here. So don't let this get you frustrated. Just keep doing your Capricorn thing. That's why we love you so much, because we all wish we could do that consistency. Six of Swords, again with the swords, thoughts. This is reversed. So you don't need to back away from a situation. You don't need to go away and spend time sorting out your thoughts. You already know. This doesn't take a great deal of action. Again, with the Chariot here, it's reversed. It's another major arcana card. So we have two options, two trajectory, two types of trajectories. This could really be stay or go. Push forward, let them figure it out. What do I do? What do I do? You're uncertain. That's why you're not deciding right now. You're uncertain of emotions. That's why you're not deciding right now. You might be looking back at the good old days, reminiscing, fantasizing about how things were, how they could be. If we could just get back to this, then we could level up. So the significator here has to do, the Three of Pentacles has to do with leveling up, going to the next level. Not ready yet. So in June, you're going to see a slow progression. There's going to be moments of uncertainty. There's going to be good moments. There's going to be things that felt like the past. There's going to be you wanting to really forge ahead. There's going to be warm communication coming from them. But again, what does it mean? What are their real intentions? Okay, beautiful reading. We're going to pull a lot of clarifiers here. Right now, I'm going to go through an oracle card to offer some insight. Spirit and universe, what is the highest level message, most important message for Capricorns? What do they need to hear in June while they're patiently waiting for the other side? Hold on, let me read that. Most important high-level message, advice and guidance for Capricorns. Most important high-level advice and guidance and message for Capricorns. Off the top of the deck, one more shuffle. The topsy-turvets, which is actually the back, what the back of the card is on this. Let's read that. What number is it? 51. Key words: change of viewpoint, fresh looks, new ways of seeing. The turvets suggest that things need to be looked at from another angle. We need to back off from our emotional entanglement, okay, and look anew. Much of the apparent confusion is about the issue caused by a faulty point of view. Get the opinions of honest others and then relook at your own. This has to do with you, this internal battle within yourself, because their timeline right now is not matching yours. Defensiveness and denial may cause much difficulty. Try imagining that you were looking at the situation from the point of view of each of the others involved. This is not an exercise in deciding on how the other ought to see things, but in discovering how they really see things. Words like, he ought to see that, or she ought to think this way, they are not useful at this time. Okay. So, again, back to this inner battle. Patience is going to pay off. It always does for you. Keep going. Keep doing you. Keep standing firm in what you want and what you're trying to do. You always do. Beautiful reading. It's going to require patience in June. All right, let's get into the extended. That link's below. I love you so much, Capricorns, and I will see you soon. All right, bye.